Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, bago ko simulan ng aking report, papakita ko po muna yung aking objective sa topic nito or report na to. So, ito yung objectives ko. So, number 1, identify the significance of the offer or ijab and accept or kabul duly witnessed by the two witnesses, and then define and discuss the customary mahar or dower, and explain the essential of the guardian in a marriage and be a guardian or wali in a marriage. Analyze the condition or surut of valid marriage. So, first, ito yung topic ko, offer or ijab and acceptance kabul are duly witnessed by the two witnesses. So, almost all the religious doctors agree that the witnesses are essential to the perform of a marriage. So, halos lahat din ng mga religious doctors is nag-agree na ang witness ay very important sa pag-perform of a marriage. So, it is related by the Abdullah bin Abbas that the apostle of God said, the woman who marry without witnesses like a secrecy are adulteries. There is no nikah or marriage without witnesses. So, yan naman ang sinabi na God is the woman who marry without witnesses is parang nag-commit ka na rin ng adultery. So, adultery is means na a married woman who has a sex with a man who is not her husband. So, yun yung adultery. So, yun yung parang pag wala kang witness is ito naman yung parang inihalimbawa. So, there is no nikah or marriage without witnesses. So, the marriage is null and void if it is solemnized without the presence of a person who testify that the event has duly taken place. So, ang kasal is ay walang bisa kung ito ay walang presensya ng taong magsasabi na itong nika na to is totoo o na-perform. Ganun. Without the presence of a person who testify. Kung walang presence na magte-testify o magpapakatotoo dun sa marriage na yon. So, the words of proposal and acceptance must be uttered by the contracting parties or their agents or wakils and each other presence and hearing and in a presence and hearing of the two male. So, dalawang lalaki or di kaya is isang lalaki at dalawang babae. So, di ba nung sa last topic natin is isang lalaki is katumbas ng dalawang babae. So, ganyan yung mangyayari. So, pwedeng isang lalaki, then katumbas niya is dalawang babae. Two female witnesses. Yan yung mga pwedeng maging witnesses. Who must be sane? Yung may alam and adult. So, enough yung age, yung pagkatanda is enough, at saka ito ay Muslim. So, dapat kapareho mo rin na Muslims. And the whole transaction must be completed at one meeting. So, the whole transaction is dapat is makompleto lang sa isang isang pagmi-meet or isang meeting. So, ito na yun sa Sunni doctrines. So, para kay Hanafi at sa Safi and Hanbali, This school consider the presence of witnesses as a essential condition of valid marriage. So, para sa kanila is dapat witness ay very essential sa pagbigay ng kondisyon na para maging marriage maging valid yung marriage. So, pero sa kay Maliki, the presence of witness in marriage is quite immaterial. He maintains that it is publicity which is the condition for the validity of marriage. So, sa kanya naman, kay Maliki naman is okay lang kung walang witnesses. Kasi para sa kanya, ang pag-publicity ng isang marriage o pagpapahayag na magpapakasal ka is enough na daw yun na maging validity of marriage. So, ito yung ano ba yung guardian marriage? Sino ba yung pwede maging guardian in marriage? Kung the guardianship in marriage under this article refers to the guardian or wali of the woman to be wedded. So, ang guardian or wali is ito na yung siya na yung mag na, ano, nagpapangalaga or pangangalaga. Siya yung tagapangalaga or wali ng babaeng ikakasal. Ito yung guardian marriage. So, sino-sino ba to? Ay sa Sunni Doctrines. Ito naman, nagsabi naman si Hanbali, Maliki, and Safi, a female Muslim cannot be herself enter into a contract of marriage without the intervention of her proper guardian. Yan yung sa kay Hanbali, Paliki, and Safi. So, kay Hanafi naman is, a Muslim female can contract her own marriage without the intervention of a proper guardian. So, sa kay Hanafi naman is, pwede siyang mag-contract kahit sa sarili niya lang. Her own marriage without kahit walang proper guardian. Yan yung kay Hanafi. So, sino-sino ba to yung pwedeng maging guardian or wali sa marriage? So, the Muslim Code has in Article 79 fixed the persons who can act as a guardian in a marriage of a Muslim woman in the following order of the procedure, namely. So, ito sila yung pwedeng maging guardian or wali. So, number 1 is the father. So, yes, of course, ang ating mga tatay, yan yung number 1 na magiging guardian sa marriage. And then, number 2 is the paternal grandfather. Yung tatay ng tatay mo. Amalukas ng ka siya sa ama ng ka. So, brother and other paternal relatives. And then, paternal grandfathers, executor nominee, or the court in that order. So, kung no choice na talaga, kung wala talaga yung apat, pwede rin siya yung mga the court, yung mga officialist. So, customary mahar or dower. The Holy Quran in Surah 4 ayah 4 enjoins the giving of dower. Thus, it is says, and give woman their free gifts. So, para sa binahayag sa may Quran is ang pagbibigay ng mahar is dito na yun siya, parang nagbibigay ka na rin ng isang babae ng free gift. So, para sa kanya is yun ay isang may bibigay ka na free gifts or ano ba to? Hindi rin ito. So, at bigyan ang babae ng kanilang libreng regalo. So ito yon. So, ito ay isang tanda ng pagmamahal yan. The word of mahar is used in a Muslim code and pretended to mean customary dower. It is a token of the man's love, affection, and esteems of integrity and honor of the woman he is marrying. So, itong na yun, parang ito yung mga tanda or uh, ito yung tanda mo sa tanda mo na may pakita mo sa isang babae or sa isang woman na yung pagmamahal mo, yung pagpapahalaga mo na bilang may dignidad or may integridad na lalaking isang may integridad para sa mga babaeng kanyang papakasalan. So, yan yung dapat na, kaya mo dapat ibigay yung mahal. There is no difference among the Muslim jurists on the point that the marriage contract without mentioning a dower is valid. So, pwede rin naman na pwede din naman kahit hindi na sabihin yung exact na mabibigay mo na duli, pero hindi naman talaga na wala ka nang maibigay na mahar kasi pwede rin siyang mabalid, but not in which no dower is to be given at all. So dapat mo rin talaga maibigay yung mahar sa kanya kasi may nabasa nga ako is ang pagbibigay ng mahar is kahit nga mamatay na yung husband is makukulang pa yun sa mga state niya, magiging debts na siya, may dagdag na for example is yung 100,000 na state niya, yung naiwan niya is kukulangin pa dun yung dower na napangako mo sa isang babae. Yun yung dapat talaga is no dower is to be given at all. So, dapat talaga is mabigay mo yung pinangako na uh, mahar or ay yung dole nasabi dun sa mga kontrata. So, depende naman talaga sa kaya ng isang lalaki at pagsang-ayunan kung mayroon ngang iba na isang sura lang ang nabigay na dole. So, mayroon mga ganon. For example is yung sa pinsan ko, hindi enough yung money ng guy. So, isang malaki daw blessing sabi nung ustads na kahit kasi marunong din naman magbasa ng Quran yung lalaki. So, yun yung parang pinandagdag niya dun sa mahar or dole, yung pagbibigay niya ng gift is binigyan niya ng isang uh, uh, pag-memorize ng isang Quran. So, sa kay Sunni Doctrines, so, dito muna tayo. Balik muna ako. So, ang pagbibigay talaga ng mahar is needed talaga. So, based pa sa Article 21, payment of dower subject to the stipulation of the parties, the dower may be fully or partially paid before, during, or after the marriage. The property or estate of the husband shall be liable for the unpaid dower or any part therefore. So, ito yung sa Article 21, ito yung sa Muslims code. So, needed talaga na may bigay mo yung dower. So, dito na ako sa kay Sunni doctrine. So, para kay Hanafi, a marriage contract without the full payment of the stipulation that the property or dower shall be given shall not be valid. Yan yung kay Hanafi. So, para naman kay Maliki is a dower as a essential requirements of a valid Muslim marriage. Once there has been a valid retirement, that is when the husband and the wife have gotten together in a privacy where if they so desire carnal relation is possible without the epidemic becomes incumbent upon the man to pay the same or following the tradition in which the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. So, the person who removed the veil of a woman and looks at her, the whole of the dower becomes due on him, whether the act of penetration takes place or not. This is also acquired by Shafi. So, Shafi, Shafi naman is a free woman given in a marriage without dower may insist upon her husband assigning her a dower before cohabitation, and she needs not place herself at her husband's disposition until it has been assigned and delivered. It is also unnecessary that the wife should be declare herself to be satisfied with the dower assigned by her husband. Moreover, the Shafi contends that for a full payment of the purposes of a marriage contract and without being specifically settled, it cannot become incumbent upon the man on the basis of a marriage except where consumption has taken place. So, legal effect of marriage without the stipulation of dower. There is no difference among the Muslim law jurists uh, on the point that a marriage contract without a mentioning dower, even when a denial to pay dower is valid. So, the court shall in those cases fix the proper dower or mahar. So, yun na nga yung sa sinabi ko kanina na uh, sana yun. So, uh, pwede rin siyang kahit hindi sabihin yung exact na may bigay mo na duli, pero hindi naman na talagang wala ka nang may bigay na mahar. So, hindi ito isang kondisyon na apekto sa bisa ng kontrata at hindi rin ito kinakailangan sa makatuwid kung ang mahar ay hindi nabanggit sa kontrata ay may bisa pa rin. So, ang isang kontrata sa kasal na walang katuparan ay itinahanan ng pag-aari ay dapat ibigay at hindi wasto. So, yun yung kanina. So, yung ano ba yung mga conditions or surut of valid marriage. So, number 1 is surut al-inigad, which are the formal condition of marriage, namely the offer and acceptance pronounced at the same meeting and must issue from person competent to make contract. So, ito is formal kung saan kailangan yung mga taong witnesses ay may mga kakayahan or may alam sa paggawa ng kontrata. Formal. So, yan. Formal condition of marriage, namely, yan yung surutul al-inigad. Formal condition of marriage. Yan yung syurutul al-inigad. So, ang syurutul al-shihla are the condition which decide whether the contract is valid as to form which actually creates a marriage valid as to essence. So, ito naman is valid as to form. Form siya. Ito yung may kontrata, yung may pipirmahan ka, isang form. Yan yung surut al-shahla. So, ang number 3 is shurut al-luzum. So, concern whether the contracting is binding. Yung pag bisa ang kontrata. For instance or example, the option of poverty and inability of the husband to consummate the marriage. So, ito yung yun yung shurutul luzum. So, ang shurutul as-sijil refers to the modern innovation of registration. Sanctions are imposed for failure to register, although the marriage may be valid if it cannot be proven by other means. So, ito na yung mga modern innovation. Ito na yung mga sa ngayon na ating ginagamit, yung surutul al-sijil. So, yun nga, hanggang ito yung end ng aking report. So, salamat, tsaka sorry for sorry sa mga kulang man ng aking hindi sapat yung pag-explain ko. So, I hope you enjoy this video. So, thank you very much po. Sukran. Sukran and wasalam. Again, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.